Welcome to Three Guys Podcast, episode 6 with me, Dylan.
With me, Fraz. What?
Oh, that's right. Andrew sadly could not make it in today. Which sucks balls. Because last week we're gonna do the whole Dungeons and Dragons story,
Yeah,
but
we're turning to teasers.
we are we're dirty little teasers. It's the two guys podcast again today. Unfortunately, Andrew has been stricken down with a terrible illness. I actually hope he gets better because I said that last week and I was like, I couldn't wait to gloat and take the piss out of it, but he's actually off again.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a bad one. So speedy recovery, my good friend.
Please.
And me and Fraz are gonna fucking ball through this one because tonight myself, Fraz, and Fraz's lovely, esteemed, wonderful fiance Becca is going to be with us, going to St. Luke's for the vegan leather.
Vegan leather. And this is going to be my first time, never heard any of this stuff.
Yeah, me and Omar, big advocates of the vegan leather. First saw them play in, it was Queen Margaret Union, before they had a singer, and the lead singer was playing without any shoes, and he didn't even sing or anything. It was like, this band gripped us without any vocals or anything, and got down there electrifying.
No shoes.
No shoes. He was
why?
barefoot. Fuck knows, but we got into it. He was so into his own music and stuff like that. But it was so good. It was infectious.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it's not like arrogant, like, oh yeah, I'm so into this. Oh, I'm really cool. But they are for me, they have the biggest, like the highest ceiling, the most potential out of any band that is around about our age.
No,
and they just got I think it was the top sort of 150 Spotify indie list. So
No, yeah.
I'm gonna prove tonight. You'll see them in live. They are infectious.
No, was it? Hats off to you. No, it's always really good when you see just like a little small, a little small band expand. So
expand the band.
Obviously, that's the only way people are going to actually go somewhere.
Yeah, but these guys are like definitely like a diamond in the rough, right? They're one in a million.
Yeah.
Like they really are so good, and they've got so much potential. So I'm really excited. What the fuck is that?
Gangrene.
What is going on there?
Anyway, was it one thing I was actually saying to Dylan just before this? Obviously, we'll talk about the support bands.
Yeah.
And well, I actually, as much as you go there to see the big band, you don't,
Yeah.
So I actually get excited seeing support bands because it's always it's like new music and whatnot. The only downside is the two bands. Was it? I've only ever went to a Hollywood and Dead gig.
Yeah.
And the two support bands, they were really good live, but it's like you wouldn't listen to them like outside of the gig.
Yeah. One of those ones. Yeah, there's some bands that just like translate to live performance so much better than they do.
Yeah, big time.
Record. This band, I would say they're pretty sweet in both, but them live is a million times better than them recorded, even though their recorded stuff is really good as well. But there's nothing compares to like just actually.
Nothing beats just being there. I mean, there's some people. You've been singing that all week. There's some people that are the complete opposite.
Yeah.
But I suppose I mean, I love a proper band. It's just like you got the drums, you got the bass, you got the guitars, you got the vocals. Absolutely love that.
It's so sweet.
I'm not a big fan of nothing wrong.
A guy on a laptop.
No, there's nothing wrong. You know what? Yeah, that's worse than what I was going to say. I'm not a big fan of going to see someone by themselves and they're just completely auto-tuned for the whole thing.
Yeah. It's
and even some people are, is this correct? Lip synced? Is that?
Lip syncing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
That's very common.
Commonplace
in pop music.
One of my favourite YouTube videos I've ever seen was Justin Bieber singing Baby, and he threw up on stage, and he's still singing in the background, baby. He's like, blah, blah. It's just.
Yeah, I drank too much milk or something. I remember that.
I don't know, but
Fuck no,
too much milk.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. He drank too much milk. Like, could he get any fucking lamer?
Oh, I don't want to be that guy, but if it's Justin Bieber and it's white stuff coming from the mouth, that ain't milk.
Yeah. There's a record producer in the back somewhere that's...
You want to get big, kid?
You want to get big? You gotta make me big. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Imagine you heard that one day. I'd be okay
Or
with
Justin
it.
Bieber?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
I think he's probably heard worse.
Yeah.
I genuinely think he's heard worse. He's probably heard.
You ever seen Bo Burnham?
Bo Burnham, no.
Bo Burnham, he's like a comedian and he does like loads of songs and he does like really witty wordplay and stuff like that. He's like really smart, really funny. And basically he had a gig where he made a sort of joke about people that sign up to like big record companies that just sort of sell their soul and just like promote endlessly to little girls that are horny or whatever it is, the little guys, and then he's like he does this thing about basically Justin Bieber sucking Satan's cock or something like that. It's so fucking funny. And Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were in the crowd when he did this
was
joke.
he?
Yeah, and he was like felt so awkward because everyone's pissing themselves and he's just singling out this one guy who obviously, I mean, he probably gets a lot of flack, but he's a dumb fucker. So fuck him.
Oh, was it? To be fair, was it watching Mock the Week? So the one thing me and Becca's done to is watch old Walk the Weeks.
Yeah,
and it's so funny.
It was amazing when
it's
in
so
his prime.
funny when you see Frankie.
He's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just
brutal. Fucking
so brutal. But the one thing actually more annoyed me was they had Andrew Murray. Andrew Murray. Yeah, they had him in the crowd, and obviously these guys, they're not. Most of the time they're not scared to offend people and whatnot.
Yeah.
As soon as Andrew Murray was in the crowd, petrified.
Really?
To actually rip Andrew Murray. Like, you're just like, oh, this will be good. I mean, if that was
Where
me...
Where the fuck do you start?
Oh, if that
Andy
was...
Murray? Jesus fuck.
That was
I
me...
think you're ripped him by calling Andrew Murray, because no one calls him that. That just seems like... I imagine you get really pissed off.
I mean, he's like,
Andrew Murray. It's like my
I
cousin.
like to talk proper.
It's like my cousin Billy. When I called him William, he got really fucking angry. Like, he tried to tell his parents, and his parents were like, well, it's your name. And I was sitting there, like, you know when you get grassed up by like a family member or like a older sibling or something, or well, Billy's like 3 months younger than me, so we're basically the same age. He was like, he told his parents, and I was sitting there like, oh shit, he's dogged me in, they're gonna get me in trouble and stuff like that. And then they're like, well, it's your name, and I was just sitting there like, whoa, what is this?
Oh, was that?
I could get away with being a dick.
Hey, William. Hey, William. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Just take up the finger. Hey, fuck you.
No, but if I was in the crowd.
Hey, fuck you, gay.
If I was in the crowd.
Yeah.
And then I was like, say someone, and then they just kind of, I would expect them to rip into me, and you just kind of sit there. You wouldn't get offended and storm off. You just kind of go, all right, okay. These guys are brutal. These guys take the piss out of people and whatnot.
Fucking Andrew.
I could
Murray.
See Andrew
Murray.
I could see Andrew Murray getting a bit pissy. Apparently, I knew someone who actually knew him in real life.
Yeah.
And apparently, he just wasn't a nice guy.
Well, he's just a boring fucker, isn't he? Like, every time you see him in an interview, he sounds like he's seconds away from, pegging her or something, or topping himself.
Yeah.
But he went through, don't get me wrong, he went through a pretty tragic sort of fucking primary school experience, that whole Dunblane shooting thing, and he was there in one of the other classes, and some of his friends got shot and stuff.
Yeah, that's a shame, but...
So, like, you could rip the shit out of him.
No, you wouldn't...
He is a boring bastard himself, but I mean... He's done pretty well for himself. I'll give him that. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm not a fan of him,
Don't
but
like him.
He's done really well. Yeah.
But coming from that to being like the world number one in tennis is winning Wimbledon first time.
Oh yeah.
For a British person in like 73 years or whatever it was. Not big into a tennis, but it was impressive.
No, was it? Hats off for his tennis and whatnot, but it doesn't excuse that he's a boring fart.
Yeah, he's boring as fuck.
I like it how his mum's become a celebrity.
I know.
It's just like she just keeps appearing. It's like, oh, it's Andrew Murray's mum. You're like, and?
I know, she's probably more famous than his younger brother who also plays tennis.
It's just like fucking, I don't know, you could pick any random celebrity, and obviously was it people that know the mother will be like, oh, well done and whatnot, but no one else's mother is basically riding the storm as much as she is.
Yeah.
She properly rides the storm.
Yeah, I know, she's like always there to add her comments in and shit.
It's like, all right. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, but she trained them. It's like, yeah, I bet you loads of other people trained them. I
know, it's like, oh yeah, but she drove them to the place.
Yeah.
Do you know how much fuel she spent? That was like a lot of money. That was like £3 a week.
Andrew lost the match.
Probably wouldn't even be that.
Andrew lost the match, and he was going to throw in the towel. He said, "No, you're going to be great.
Like, no, you're going to win.
You're going to win.
You're going to do this." She just becomes like the Dawn. She's like, "Oh, I have paid so much in fuel for you to get here. So listen here, you little fucking cocksucker, right?"
I knew when we started this, you're gonna at least get a Mafia bit.
I had to get something. I'm obsessed, right?
My friend has been playing Mafia 2, which is an absolute great game. If anyone, if a little bit of whistle there, if anyone's not played it, highly recommend it. It's just really good.
Incredible.
It's just so
Story,
much
gameplay. I mean, it's kind of short. I'll give it that. It's not the longest game, not the biggest map or anything, but like there is
the detail, yeah.
details, and it's 2010. It still holds up today.
Well, think
8
about
years
it.
later.
How many times
The graphics were not that bad.
How many times of the same map have they got, haven't they? Because obviously there's where you first come back and it's like all snowy and whatnot. I don't know if the whole map's all snowy, but it's just like it's all snowy, and then just like different same because it goes through
different seasons.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't just stay at the same bit. It goes through different seasons. So I don't know if they've got.
I mean,
the same
it
map.
doesn't change it like GTA or anything. You know, it's a massive map and stuff, but you don't see winter in San Andreas in GTA 5, do you? Or did they do an update? I mean, there's that bit at the very start, but that's not in San Andreas.
On Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
If you play it near Christmas or around Christmas, the whole map's covered in snow.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it looks pretty cool.
Well, it's correct.
I think apparently it's pretty skits. I've been told.
Fuck, I totally would have went on for that.
Yeah.
Just to see it, because that'd be pretty sweet.
I know, but it's a lot of memory.
Yeah.
Memory for.
It's just like
I had to uninstall it.
But
60 Gears of War's 100. I was actually I went into work and I was speaking to one of my colleagues. I was like, Gears of War is 100 gigs. He's like, I don't know what that escalates to. I was like,
that's
well, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's
okay.
a lot. It was 40 or something when he bought. Like Ben was with me, right? He. In fact, don't tell him this, but I still haven't paid him back. I didn't have a job at this point. I don't think when that first came out, or just left Amazon or something like that.
You were basically a bum.
I was bum, yeah. And I was sitting, and Gears of War 4 came out, and I remember sitting in my bed, and Ben was there, and we were like, "Oh fuck, I'd love to play Gears with you, man. I can't afford it. I can't pay 40 quid because I don't have it. If I had it, like, see, when I say I'm skint, I don't have any money.
No,
I have like 32 pence. I don't have anything. But these days, like I'm a changed man. I just got a £950 overdraft approved today. Should have seen my surprise when I woke up this morning and my balance said £958, and I was like, wait, what? It's funny because I applied for like £100 overdraft just in case like something came off, and like it happens a lot. I keep everything in the savings because I don't like it being in the current account and then getting taken out.
Oh, yeah.
And I woke up this morning, I had this huge balance. I was like, someone has paid me accidentally, and the fucking feds are on my case now. I shat my pants. I was like, there's no explanation. And then it said about the overdraft. But yeah, Ben paid for it was like 40 or 44 quid or whatever it is. And he was like, sweet, we'll play it tonight. We're super buzzed to play through the story and all that sort of shit. And we're in fact, I'll tell you what it was. I just started at Amazon, actually, and it was before I'd been paid. That's what it was. Just remember there. We were sitting, and we were like, we put it on. This is before I got upgraded to fiber. So we were averaging 1 to, I think it was 3 megabytes a second. Yeah, which is terrible. Which is like worse than
this is Glasgow.
But yeah, this is what we were on though.
As
shitloads.
Us little country boys, we're like, hey, apparently there's internet out west.
Yeah, like, you head out west, you get some internet.
You are out west, and you got no internet.
You might get an Internet Explorer page loaded up in about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, and that's at the Google page.
But then the estimate for the download was 4 days.
4 days.
Because it's like 40 gigs or something ridiculous, and then I was like, okay, dude, we're gonna have to wait a while before we could play this. And right enough, it was like 3-4 days before it downloaded.
Did you play the campaign with them?
We did. Yeah. We played up until... In fact, no, we played a few levels in or something. And then I completed like the whole thing. Well, no, I got into the final battle without realising it was the final battle. Yeah. And I stopped playing for like 2 months because I was waiting for Ben to come back so we could play our story more. Yeah. Because he bought it and I was like, fuck, I'm indebted. I need to play with this guy because he's the one I've always played Gears with. I think we completed every story in co-op together apart from... the Judgment.
Oh, don't talk about Judgment.
Shit.
Awful.
Shit.
Well, for me...
I watched him play some of it and I was like, this is awful. I think we played some like co-op sort of games, but it was not good.
For me, it was David Griffin. When I first got my Xbox, the 2 games I got with it was Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2. And Griffin was like, oh, come on, Gears of War 2 and whatnot. And I was like, no, not until we've done the first one. So pair of us sat there and we done Gears of War 1, we done Gears of War 2. And I think we done Gears of War 3. We never got around to doing Gears of War 4. But
I actually, you get like sequels and stuff, like say Mafia 3, for example.
Yeah.
It's not the worst game in the world. It's very unpolished.
It's just buggy.
For me, wrong time. and there's a lot of boring shit in it, and it's very repetitive.
I don't like that word repetitive with games, but this is the only
it's
game.
fetch quests.
This is the game I'm gonna say it for.
Yeah, it's so similar. Like you just gotta like go kill this guy, come back, collect your reward, and it's like that for the main missions and stuff. You know, it's just like
games are going down that way, aren't they?
I know,
Think about Destiny and whatnot. It's like, right, you get like, you buy the game, you get like, I don't know, 10 missions, and then it's like, oh yeah, but the game's only begun like once you complete the game, because it's like, oh yeah, now you have to do all this grinding and whatnot. You're like, really?
Yeah, well, you know, some people like Andrew, for example,
I don't mind grinding, but there's some stuff that's just like no.
Warcraft and shit. But anyway, Mafia 3 wasn't a great Mafia 2 was a great game, but that was shit compared to Mafia 1. Which, if you complete all of Mafia 1, the story is actually incredible. But I started playing it again recently because I always completed Mafia 2, and it's like, I'll go back, fuck it. I did not remember how shit the voice acting was.
Oh, is it that bad?
It's fucking terrible. It's some of the worst voice acting I've ever heard.
Nice.
Like, the main character is just fucking shit, and then like the taxi quests at the start are awful.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a game from 2002, so we're talking about a 16-year-old game.
No, it's funny games like that, isn't it? It's just like you remember, like I was like.
I actually held it so high up. Now playing it again, it does hold up in terms of like you can destroy a car, like bend it completely in with a baseball bat. There's no baseball bats or anything or any melee weapons in Mafia 2, which is shit. Like they shouldn't have got rid of that.
Is it not?
No, like
is there not even a baseball bat?
No. There isn't. You can't even. No. You can't like. And there's no see the destruction engine on Mafia 1 is better than in Mafia 2.
Yeah.
Like they did a side by side car destruction of someone just trying to beat a car down, and like it's incredible in Mafia 1 just how far they went. Even the glass, like if you smashed a window, the glass would lay on top of the bonnet or wherever it is, and then as you drive away, it would slowly fall off. Whereas in Mafia 2, like you smash the glass and it just falls like through the car and then disappears.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this is like 8 years of development. You've done that.
It's a bit funny how realistic games are actually
small things.
You know what I mean.
Make it big for me.
I know, but think about this, right? So the comparison I always hear is the 90s. And then you look at video games.
Go back to the 90s.
Go back to the 90s. You look at the 90s video game, and then I think it's only fair you go then 2000, and then you compare it to what we got now. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
You know the
upgrades.
I mean, I remember. The one that always catches is Halo. When the first Halo came onto Xbox original.
Never. You know what? Even now, I think I played some of the first missions in it.
But no, it's just
I wasn't there at the time.
I know, but you must have even seen the graphics, and you were just like, "Oh my god!" But now you go back to it, you're like,
"No, I never did. I was PS2. I never knew anything about Xbox."
I was the opposite. I was always Xbox.
I never knew anything about Xbox. I didn't know anything about Fable. I didn't know anything about Halo. Anything until like well after until the 360 came out. Like I didn't even know what an Xbox was. Like I think I'd heard of it, but I'd never paid any attention.
I mean,
I just got whatever my brother got, and he got a PS2. So PS2, to be fair, for me, dominates the Xbox. But I'm a PS2 guy.
I've always
been that battle.
That's a pretty good argument. I've always been Xbox.
I'm an Xbox guy though.
No, but
I'm a PC guy now. Well, I'd say if I had to choose, I'd say Xbox.
No, was it with Xbox? I don't know, with the original and PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I would say the Xbox was more. It was reliable.
Yeah.
But I'd say PlayStation had the better games.
Yeah.
But the thing is, PlayStation's always broke.
Yeah.
Like my brother had a PlayStation and it always broke. If it wasn't the disc reader, it was something else. And other people saying,
well, the 360 always broke. You know what I mean? It was terrible.
Red
Ring of Death. I had an arcade that lasted
I would actually
6 years or something. Which is incredible.
I'll go on the state. The Xbox 360 owned the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I think it was so much better.
Yeah.
But
no, I agree with you 100%.
PlayStation 4, hands up, has the better games than the Xbox One. The Xbox One.
For me, it is comes down to the controller.
Yes, controller.
Perfect controller
so much better
on Xbox.
So much better, but the PlayStation's got the better games.
I would say like it's so buggy, the Xbox. I got it so disappointed how often it crashes. The shit non-simplistic thing. You can't even like go and just search games like you used to anymore.
No, yeah.
It's just like they just took away shit. Like they just hid it from you.
No, yeah, no. I mean,
why is that necessary?
Something we were talking about. I think it was last night. Was we got the Kinect for the Xbox 360, and it had so much potential, but the marketing they just really messed it up. Because Xbox.
The Wii's your family thing.
Yeah, no, it is.
Stay that
The
first and
Xbox is for gamers. It's for just playing games. But then
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, but it was Project Natal originally. That's what they hyped it up as, and everyone's getting, oh yes, this is amazing, this is amazing. As soon as they release, oh, we're going to call it Connect, and it's like, oh, it's going to be family orientated, right down the tube.
Yeah, it's like lame.
They only released one good game for it, and it was Rise of Nightmares. Really good. The controls are really good and
Telling me
whatnot.
about this, yeah.
And there's this huge bug in the game.
Yeah.
On the first chapter, where it's you've got to run across I'm gonna have to get you to do the what the other guy says, but you got to try and run across the train. And there's the other guy on the other side. Remember what you were saying last night? Rapid it. No, remember what you were saying.
Well, what was it again?
You're like rapide.
Rapido.
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 Yeah,
Vámonos.
he shouts that for across the train.
Arriba, ándale.
And the guy's like, was it your guy's like, oh no, I need to cross the train in the corner. It's like, you need to do a running action. Now, if you do a running action, a walking action, or anything in between, it will not register. Your guy will just stand there, and then the train will get swept away.
This is fun.
And eventually,
Just gets really suicidal.
I got annoyed, and I turned away from the camera, and my guy moved forward. I was like, what? So, in order to complete this one bit in the game, I had to put one foot firmly down on the ground, and with my other foot, I had to spin on the spot, and I had to do this really, 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 really quickly, and I had to and I had to have my missus to look at the screen and tell me if my guy's running or not. And doing that, my guy made it across after my 4th attempt, and I had to stop because I was too dizzy.
No wonder, man.
Right.
Fuck that.
But in order to get the game to work, I had to spin on the fucking spot.
Yeah. No, that's dedication right there. Fraz is a completionist. Like, I've never seen a guy play the same game in so many incarnations and just go for all the achievements. Because obviously in Xbox you get achievements. Like, I think they have it in Steam and stuff like that, but it's not the same.
No,
it's not the same. You've built it up since, like, for me, 2008. So that's 10 years of, holy shit, I'm old. Whoa, wow.
Don't talk to me about being
Xbox
old. Do not talk to me about being old. No,
fucking hell. But yeah, like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but like, like, you get Minecraft and you've got like all these achievements for the 360 edition, and then got an Xbox One, got the Xbox One edition, got these achievements. Then they released an update, which is like a totally separate game now. It's more like the PC version. You get all these achievements, and I think there's not a 4th one as well. I can't remember it.
So there's
fucking
Xbox,
so
Xbox 360. Then they done Xbox 360 Minecraft. Then they done Xbox One Minecraft. Then they done Xbox. Well, then it was just called Minecraft. But you can also then do it on PC. So that's 4 sets for cutting down.
I have had all 4, yeah. But I don't care about the achievements.
No, what I love.
Contrary to popular
lies.
lies.
Two things. When we were younger, there's this one person in our party that everyone used to call the Achievement Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing was, it was me that was getting all the achievements and building up my gamer score. But he got the beef for being the Achievement Warrior. But I was the Achievement Warrior.
Yeah, I know. It's actually always been Fraz.
It's always been me.
So
but
you just hid behind it.
I hid behind the shield of everyone's like, oh, the Achievement Warrior. I wouldn't say anything at all. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah. Fucking hell,
there was
man.
that.
He got it rotten.
He got it rotten.
Did I say it? I don't remember being a dick about that because I didn't believe it. I think it was certain other people that would say it.
I think, yeah. I don't know.
I was kind of guilty of not saying anything against it because the certain.
I'm just as guilty as you.
The people that would make fun of that are like the type of people that you don't want to get pissed off at you because then they'll be addicted to you.
There was some that would do it, and there was a line, and they wouldn't cross it. They just kind of go, ha ha, Achievement Warrior, nah. But then there was always one person.
Someone that didn't have.
Actually, I'd say there was 2 people.
Yeah.
That always pushed it a bit too far.
Yeah.
And
they just didn't have a joke in their mind.
It was
more like just being a dick.
It was more of we kind of stood on the side and didn't say anything that we should have actually in hindsight said, like, okay, that's a bit, you know, calm down.
But that's like you run the risk of it just like escalating so much worse at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, not very. Yeah, I should have said something.
I mean, there was this one time.
I'm saying it now.
There's this one. There was this one time actually. It was fair where it was just it did go far too far.
Yeah.
And I think one person in particular tried to basically say, right, let's all start our own party, which a party is basically there's 8 people and it's basically just a chat and we can all chat together. for any PlayStation people or any people who don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And I think everyone left. And I was the only person that stayed in the end.
I wasn't involved in this, was I?
No, you weren't there, I don't think.
So, thank God.
Everyone left
like,
and just
wow,
left
really
him by himself. And I was just like, this person's gone through school and just wants to relax.
Yeah.
And all his friends
Gets shit all day at school.
and then all his friends are completely abandoning him. And I was just like,
used to get hell off his mother as well. He was a really nice person. I was
just like, no, I was like, that's a bit white. So I was like, I'll stay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll stay. And I even heard, obviously when everyone's leaving party at once, you don't know who's still in the party unless you look at the party.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ding, and I could hear him going, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was like, don't worry, I'm still here, man. Yeah. I was like, I'll stay. I'm not gonna that far.
Yeah, but Keely, like, speak to him again. Just messaged him a couple of times. Doesn't really. He responds and he doesn't really say much. So, if you're listening, dude, you know who you are. Don't want to say any names. You can get in contact with us. We'll arrange something. 3 Guys Podcast. Here's a question. Let's go down on a lighter note, right?
Yeah.
We've started on the game stuff.
Yes.
So we may as well continue on the game path.
I think we'll just name it a gaming.
We've got 20 minutes before our taxi gets here. So you know what? This is going to be a shorter 3 Guys Podcast.
Yes. To be fair, a few people have actually commented. So
yeah, a lot
they've got their wish. They've got their wish.
They've got their wish for this one. Yeah, we're kind of forced to make it shorter because we've got to get a taxi. But what is your favourite Gears of War game?
Gears of War.
You've completed the first, second, third, and fourth.
That's a very good question.
Judgment doesn't count because it's shit.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go into this. So the first one I absolutely adore.
Yeah.
I love games that are just dark.
Yeah.
I don't like. Was it the one thing games try and do now?
As well.
One thing the one thing they always do with games is they make it bright, and the reason they make it bright is to show off the graphics, show off the work. But Gears of War 1 was just very dark and very.
Tell you what, something that sort of shows just how amazing that darkness was at the start is that jump scare when the bodies appear.
Oh yes.
I shit myself at that first bit.
I love how dark it was, and it was just a really good element and whatnot. And you're like, oh, I get a machine gun with a chainsaw. What is not to love?
I know, so much gore.
When that game came out, it just blew everyone away. It was just amazing. But then they done the second one. Now the second one was a bit brighter, but the story on the second one was absolutely amazing. They took everything good from the first one and made it just 100 times better.
I would say that the second one's my favourite because the gameplay
I would agree with you. The second one is my favourite. It's just
the gameplay mechanics are so much less. They're not as like. It's weird. Like, see, when you think of like Gears of War 1, I would say it's kind of like very stubborn. It's like you can do certain things, but then other things are just impossible. And it's just like it doesn't feel very fluid. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just kind of like locked in.
As you always,
like Assassin's Creed 1.
One thing you always say, and it's completely true, was it's always it started something, and it was a completely different time. So back then, when that happened, you just accepted it, going, right, okay, this is really good.
Yeah.
The graphics were really good, the gameplay was really good, all that was really good. So you just accept it, but then. Later on, all this stuff gets took out and it gets polished really finely, and then you go back to it and you're like, "Oh, I played like this."
Yeah.
But anyway, the second one was a lot brighter, and the story was absolutely just brilliant between Marcus and Dom and whatnot. They introduced Dizzy, just absolutely great. Baird and Cold came back, absolutely great.
Coltrane, baby.
Coltrane. Coltrane runs on Coltrane, baby. Wow. There was that. Now the fourth one. The third one. The third one actually scared me a little when I seen it again released. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do 4-player co-op, and I was a bit like, this is between Marcus and Dom.
Yeah, I don't have ever played that. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give out any spoilers because obviously there's a lot of spoilers with the third one because the third one ends the trilogy. But for me, the third one was probably for me best online personally.
Yeah.
The online was absolutely fantastic.
You've got a much better memory than I do.
Yeah, no, was it? No, was it?
Stuff like that. I don't remember individual games as much, or like.
Well, it's more just everyone kind of has their games. For example, Griffin always gets mentioned, but Griffin is a Halo fanatic. He absolutely adores the franchise, and for me, it's Gears of War. I just love the combat. Is so was it the multiplayer?
Yeah,
it's so tactical.
So much fun.
So tactical. Was it when you get someone? It's just It was us. But the third one for me is online.
Yeah.
The Judgment.
Doesn't count.
I just
leave
can't.
Different studio.
It's just
good idea.
Poorly
executed.
It's for you just have to just cancel out the combat, cancel out everything, and just take it for a lore.
Yeah, the combat was
the lore, but
shit.
the combat they went for a different approach. It didn't work.
Oh, I remember playing like some games with Ben on that, and it was so shit.
No, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have it so it's cog v cog for online. It's like when I play online, I want to be the Locust. The Locusts are just.
Yeah.
I just love.
I want to be a nameless grunt.
Oh yeah.
Fucking played with Fraz and Becca on that once.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Becca and a team. And I was a bit rusty. I'm not bad. I actually say I'm an above
you're a good
average
good
player.
Good player, yeah.
Above average, but Fraz is godlike. And Becca's not far off it either.
Becca.
See what you want about girls and games, but Jesus Christ, Becca can hold.
Girls and games, fair enough. Was it? A lot of people always go, "Oh, girls and games." Becca could probably take down the best of people in Gears.
Best guys, best girls.
She's really good at Gears.
If it wasn't for her, I would have had probably like a 40-0 loss against Fraz. The only reason I was like bait.
She knows.
I was bait.
She knows. She knows.
I got blown up, and then Becca just came and shot you, and I was like, good.
It's just like you guys are fighting both sides, and I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, so Gears of War 4 now. They've just come back from Gears of War Judgment,
Yeah.
So I was a bit scared. I was like, are they going to carry on this horrible thing?
Or are they going to beta?
Yes, I did, and beta really ramped me up for Gears of War.
It was good.
I just loved it. I was just like, because obviously they brought out the Gears of War 1 Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Before it, and then obviously the combat was. I loved the combat all the way through. I was like, yes, they're bringing it back. So they brought back the combat from like 3 and whatnot, and it was just absolutely good. There's only one thing I absolutely hate about Gears of War 4, and that is, and you mentioned this a while ago, something I really hate: mini transitions.
Oh, right.
Poisonous in the gaming community.
Yeah, just there's not much that riles Fraz up more.
I hate
microtransactions, especially like Battlefront and
Battlefront 1 is not too bad. Because it's just like, oh yeah, get a little crappy skin and all that. But it's when it's just like Gears of War 4, you only start off with like 4 characters on each side. And then it's just like all the other ones. It's like, oh, you must craft it and all the good ones are in boxes. And you've got to open the boxes and all that. And you've only got a tiniest chance to get the character.
Yeah.
And the season pass was
money grabbing.
Absolutely horrible. It's like the worst season pass I've ever bought.
You know what, the first one, like, to get like enough maps that you would say this is enough maps and enough variation to launch this game on.
Yeah.
Like, it's Battlefront 1, like, you needed to have in my opinion, you needed all the DLC in order to have a fully working game.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, like, you'd have to download it, then you'd have to play each DLC in a separate sort of menu sort of thing. You couldn't just mix and match from all of them. Like, you had to just specifically go, oh, I want to play the Outer Rim games. I want to play the Death Star games. Instead of just going all of them in one. That's what pissed me off.
Oh, no, yeah, because then it's just like, you mentioned...
then there's, like, no population in other games.
You mentioned achievements and all of that, obviously, of that.
Yeah.
One thing I like to do is I like to dust off my things and whatnot. I hate having this is something I've never told you. I hate having a game that has lower than 50% gamer score.
Really?
I like to have at least 50% gamer score.
I'm not
but
surprised.
So then when I go into Star Wars, and then as you said, it's like, oh, kill 25 people on the Outer Rim DLC, and then I'm like, all right, okay, let's do this.
I hate online achievements.
No,
I hate them.
No one's playing it.
Yeah.
Because they're all playing the new one. Fair enough to them, but I want to try and get
just
stuff.
Depopulise it.
And what even annoys me even more...
Depopulise? I don't think it is.
No, maybe not. Mr. EA are really known for this, when it's like... Dylan here, he's bought the standard edition and whatnot. He's paid for the game and whatnot, so he should have just,
60 quid.
Right, but Mr. Fraz Russ he's bought the season pass.
Yeah.
So Fraz has an unfair advantage because Fraz has the overpowered weapons.
Yeah.
Because he's got the DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, what about this? I was playing Battlefield 1 and I'm really into it again.
Yeah.
And I bought the season pass, the premium pass, sorry. And that's basically their season pass. And our friend Muck was in a game, and I was joining the game, and it said because I had the premium pass, I had priority on the joining in group.
Yeah.
So it's like, say 12v12, and I'm the 13th player, and I'm waiting for someone to leave. I had priority because I had the premium pass.
Yeah.
That's a bit naughty.
Yeah, that is.
So you've tried to join the game with a standard thing, Jake. But oh no, move over. Fraz has premium.
Yeah.
He's paid a little bit more. Here, he has.
I know, it's like being in an airport queue.
And you've bought the game full price.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking bullshit, but
It's
they're
just
not gonna change it.
I know, but it's so not. I mean, you are a Star Wars. You absolutely live and breathe Star Wars. You love the franchise.
Obsessed, yeah.
And then they brought.
Not sure what to think about Last Jedi. Still not sure.
I liked it, but
we'll keep going on.
Yes.
Keep on your point.
So they brought out Star Wars Battlefront. Now I loved that game. Absolutely loved it. I mean, they just felt just like the the original films. It's got the sound effects bang on.
Yeah.
They got the kind of when you die, it doesn't just it has that slider and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved all that. I loved the small
cutaways.
detail. And then they brought out the new the new one. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I love the droids. I love Darth Maul.
I love it, yeah. It's the best part of
I've seen the trailers. I was getting hyped. I was going, yes.
It was cool.
Really good. And then they were like...
really bigged it up.
Then they were like, oh, yeah. We're going to do a new card system. And then if you buy...
What was wrong with the original setup? I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine. But then EA was like...
Picking up the fucking hero things instead of having to get 6,000 points, which is 40 kills.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But then EA...
It's just shit for people that paid it and that aren't very good at the game and they never get to play as these people.
No, EA's like, oh yeah, Star Wars is really popular, so we could do this and we'll do this.
Milk it, yeah.
We can milk it as much as we can. So it's
get him, stick him, Lucas.
Yeah, so then it's just like, oh yeah, one mode I absolutely love in the original, heroes versus villains.
Yeah.
So it's 3 heroes versus 3 villains, and then everyone else spawns its troops. And you've got to wipe out their heroes. If you play on the new one, you get given a hero card at the start. So, for example, I'm Chewbacca. We'll just say, right?
He is a good hero.
I loved him on the original.
Destroy Darth Vader with Chewbacca.
But if we join the thing and then you chose Chewbacca, and I only have Chewbacca, then I can't play as any heroes.
Yeah.
It's just
stupid.
so stupid.
Yeah. It's just, it's bullshit.
And it's just like, oh yeah, but you want to play as Heroes of Air? Oh, you can buy some loot boxes, and you might get a hero. No. It's just, that is half a game. Yeah. That is 100% half a game.
Yeah, they fucked it.
And it's just getting...
And they even got in trouble from Disney from it.
Yeah, apparently they're thinking about not giving them a license again for it, and they might be getting fined.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
This is the one time everyone's actually rooting for Disney.
Yeah,
the one time everyone's
get him.
Yeah, get him.
Oh, you fucked with the wrong mouse. Right, I'm gonna need to push
you
this
owe us
on
a lot of money.
We've only got about 2 minutes before we need to end this because of the taxis coming.
Oh, we're only doing 40 minutes.
We're gonna have to. Yep, looking at the time now. Taxis here in 10
only
minutes.
Only do 45. But, all right, okay.
We're gonna have to bail out.
Sorry, guys.
We'll add 5 minutes. To
you know what? If we're only actually gonna do 40 minutes, I'm actually gonna say I apologize to everyone. I apologize to the people that want that full hour, but I fully understand.
That person.
Sorry.
We're sorry, Ben.
No.
I think even Ben said that actually. He was like, "Yeah, it's a bit long. You guys suck balls." And then Omar said it too. But you know what? This is a specific.
I think Griffin actually doesn't mind the hour, but the only thing Griffin's like
Griffin's a good loyal listener.
Oh, it has to be YouTube. Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we are actually. Dylan is trying to get.
Pass the blame on me.
No, that's not blame. Dylan is trying to get this on iTunes. And he's trying to get it on other places, but
RSS feed, whatever it is.
It's just difficult.
I'm good with computers. I don't have a clue what the fuck this is. So if anyone knows, help.
As soon as it's Apple, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm on Windows.
To summarize, in the last minute, we've got loved Gears of War, loved Gears of War 4.
To answer your question, Two. Yeah, two.
Yeah, Gears of War 2 for me as well. Gears of War 4 did a fucking great job though of reviving the franchise, and they did it well. One of the few reboots that was sweet.
Apart from many transitions.
Yeah, that sucks balls.
Yes.
In close, we did have some comments today, but we can't do it in a minute.
One thing, sorry, about Gears of War 4 that I'm going to tip my hat to. They've done a female character that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Kate is really good. She's not an in-your-face character like, oh, look, I'm a female on the battlefield.
Look how capable I am.
She's just one of the team members, which is a really good job. I just don't like companies that just push the female character in your face. Go,
I know, just anyone. It's like, yeah, we got a gay character. Look,
it's just,
look, an Asian, sweet.
Just if you want to do a character like
Some
that,
multicultural.
make them part of the team, make them just as balanced as everyone else.
And don't spotlight the fact that they are different.
Yes, precisely. Just do them. They're there. They're struggling just as much as you. They're just one of the team members.
They're just one of the guys, buddy.
Yes.
This
Anyway.
has been Three Guys Podcast with only two guys. It really is Two Guys Podcast.
Yes,
Andrew, hopefully be back next week. Thank you for listening, loyal listeners, loyal viewers, because if you're watching on YouTube. And we will see you guys again when I begin my work holiday next week.
Like, subscribe, share, all that shit.
Like, subscribe, share, and we'll make this the best podcast in history.
We're going to build that wall.
Maybe ever. See you guys later.
Peace! Bye.